Hey guys, so before we begin with the video here, I need to make a very important disclaimer here to say that this is a video that is going to be addressing something that had happened recently, and it is rather sensitive in nature, so I'm going to be doing the very best I can to remain upfront, frank, and to the point. Now, this video is not meant to spread nor cultivate any type of hate or harassment, so please do not go out of your way to send any hate or harassment towards the parties involved in this situation. This is simply meant to spread awareness to a situation that has taken place. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's proceed with the video. Now, a video like this almost shouldn't even need to happen, but apparently it has to in light of this situation. Now, you all know me and my stance on various things, that I don't tolerate bullying or harassing anyone for any reason. I don't care if you're a guy, a girl, gay, lesbian, trans, conservative, liberal, it does not matter to me. I judge you for your character. At Charlotte Regionals, an incident happened involving a person on Twitter who goes by Fish Nugget 4, also known as Makani, was disqualified. Now, at first glance, this doesn't seem to be that big of a deal, but you'd be wrong when we get into further details on this situation. This individual was going to be on stream during their Pokemon TCG match. This is a big deal for this individual, as they wanted to win a major event with a deck of their own creation. What happened is, Makani was really nervous against his opponent. He knew his opponent was a good player, then having to be on stream, his nerves are shot. A judge had asked them both what their pronouns are, and Makani stutters and laughs off his nervousness to answer the question. The judge then stated, "Okay, I just wanted to check to be safe. I go by they, them, so don't be a jerk about it." Makani lost game 1 because he didn't open very well and was ready for round 2. One of the judges then talked to his opponent and kept it private. Makani had no idea what was going on at the time. Makani gets pulled to the side, basically, and then the head judge flat out disqualifies him because Makani had apparently made someone feel uncomfortable and unsafe. Makani had tried and failed to plead his case, explaining what was going on. He wasn't being disrespectful at all, and the judges at the time seemed to understand that, but they didn't give a shit. So Makani effectively gets thrown out of the event because of that. Frankly, that is disgusting behavior and a really bad call made by the head judge. But you know something? What really shifts my gears is the fact that all these inclusion policies always seem to benefit only one group of people who seem to be overly sensitive and hostile and takes things way out of proportion. You mean to tell me that the judge felt unsafe over a nervous laughter? No. I'll tell you what would make you unsafe. It's you being assaulted of any kind or even threatened. What actually happened should have been a nothing burger. The International Pokemon Company needs to do better. A lot better. Start looking at your policies to prevent shit like this from happening. Context is very important. These inclusion policies should benefit and be equally enforced to everybody. What if the judge asked me what my pronouns were and I got offended and would claim that I feel unsafe, that the judge, who is supposed to be intelligent enough to judge the game to prevent cheating or even solve game-related issues, that they cannot tell what gender I am? How would I feel safe when playing the game when the judge appears to be out of their fucking mind? What even are these judges? Professor Elm? Like, come on. The first judge should have had, at the very least, asked Makani if they were insulting, or better yet, asked if they think it's a joke, and depending on the answer, give them a warning if the answer isn't good enough. Like, I get it. If Makani answered in a disrespectful manner, like, yeah, I think you're ridiculous, or something that was actually rather inflammatory, I would better understand him getting disqualified in that situation to an extent. But all of this is just straight up unacceptable. The Pokemon Company, You need to do better. As for you, Makani, I hope you're doing better, my man. I hope that you receive your proper justice. I reached out to you in DMs, and I am relieved that you are doing a lot better. However, I will let you know we have your back. Please keep staying strong. Now, that was going to be the end of the video here, but upon editing this video, there was something else that had been brought to my attention that just manages to make this entire situation that much worse. So we have ourselves Chris Mathers tweeting out, RK9 allows for players to specify their pronouns in the player information section, which accompanies list submission for this very purpose. Judges shouldn't be asking players for their pronouns and should use any information provided here, if any. In default, just use names, and attached to the tweet showcases an image of exactly that. How the judges overlooked something so massive is just honestly insane. Now, I've got absolutely no issue whatsoever if you want to use pronouns, okay? That's your thing. Hey, you know what? As long as you ain't doing illegal and harmful things to anyone and you're being kind to yourself and being kind to others, I don't care what you identify as. I really don't care. If you're a good person, that's all I care about. But this is just absolutely ridiculous. This is how you take these inclusive policies that the Pokemon Company has and pretty much make it the complete opposite based on what happened in this situation. Like, y'all want to talk about fun and inclusive environments, which is something I 100% support, don't get me wrong, but what I don't support is being completely contradictory when it comes to the actions, i.e. excluding Makani and making him feel unsafe because of a mere misunderstanding, something that is absolutely not a big deal at all. This was a child that you isolated and made him feel like a criminal, all because he had a nervous tick, all because he had a nervous laughter because of, you know, a social situation, things like that. You know, that's something that's completely normal within human standards. You know what I'm saying? People do get nervous, especially when you approach them with certain questions. And unfortunately, with situations like these occurring, this here is going to have some people use this as ammunition to paint the LGBTQ community with a really, really bad brush. You know what I'm saying? Like, the world is already a messed up place as it is. We should be spreading kindness and love and respect and tolerance to one another and education if someone happens to be lacking education. Not the complete opposite, not isolation, not attacking, not bullying or brigading or any of that stuff. Now, on the upside, I am really freaking glad that the Pokemon community has reached out to this individual and has actually supported this individual in this time of darkness and this time of need. And again, I really, really hope that proper justice is served for this individual, because what took place was beyond disgusting and inexcusable. Again, the Pokemon Company and all of the staff involved in these events, you need to do better. Educate yourselves.